It's a beautiful sunset here in Guwahati and the Brahmaputra is flowing right behind me. It's My Vote 2019 from the Northeast. What are the real issues? What is the ground reality? And who has got an upper hand? To find out all this, we spoke to few people who know Northeast and its politics really well.
Hi, I'm Karma Paljar. I'm Editor-in-Chief of East Mojo.
Hi, this is Wasbir Hussain, Editor-in-Chief of Northeast Live TV, Northeast India's first English language satellite news channel.
I'm Prashanta J. Barua. I'm the Executive Editor of the Sun Tribune, which is the oldest English daily from the Northeast.
As far as the entire Northeast is concerned, we would have believed that the Citizenship Amendment Bill would have been the issue. But certainly as we move ahead these elections, it doesn't look that well. Money, of course, will play a key factor, and it's no stopping here as far as the politicians are concerned, how much money they are going to dole out. So the corruption in elections should be the key issue for corruption to be cracked down, but that's not going to happen.
Biggest issues in the Northeast, that has 25 seats in Parliament, including the 14 seats in Assam, is basically development. Everybody wants that it should be development, but unfortunately, issues that are of critical importance to the identity of the region seems to have, hijacked this election. That is number one is the issue of illegal migration, and from there originates other issues like the NRC issue that is going on. There's a lot of politics over the NRC issue.
The Prime Minister has made several visits, over 30, if I'm right, to the Northeast. All the ministers, all the key cabinet ministers have come. So they certainly have made a lot of noise for the Northeast. The promises have been made saying that they will develop Northeast. The funds have been allocated for key infrastructure developments and all. But on the ground, apart from some of the big infrastructure projects that started like 2-3 decades back, like some of the longest bridges that have been done, but real change on the ground we are yet to see.
This was a very significant period in the history of the Northeast, I would say, where we saw a lot of development work coming up and which reached the final stages. Like we have seen the inauguration of a couple of very big bridges. The connectivity has received a big boost, along with expansion of the airwaves also.
I must say that there has been a lot of development in the infrastructure sector, like for example roads and bridges, airports. These are the two areas where I think development has really taken place. I'm not talking about whether there has been a lot of employment that has been generated, but yes, there has been visible improvement in the infra sector. Until the Citizenship Amendment Bill issue came up, the BJP was almost having a free run. In fact, when we see lakhs of people, thousands of people coming out on the streets of Assam in different parts of the Brahmaputra Valley opposing the Citizenship Amendment Bill, who are these people? These are perhaps the same people that had voted for the BJP in 2016 in the state assembly elections.
A Citizenship Amendment Bill for the first time brought the entire Northeast together. Leave, say, a state like Sikkim, which has not had that much of an impact. But other states all came together in one voice to oppose it. But the politicians here, especially the regional parties who have allied with the BJP, played a crucial part in seeing that it is not implemented, it's not passed in the Rajya Sabha. So that went in their favor. So you can say with their allies, they have managed to kind of, control the negative impact to a lot of extent. They are feeling betrayed. That's the sense when we got when the entire NRC bill was passed through Lok Sabha. There was opposition on the ground, and when it's presented in the Rajya Sabha, we saw similar anger and all. But then we have to remember, as far as the Northeast is concerned, they've got short memories.
Prime Minister Modi, during his last campaign, in the Northeast, had given an assurance that he would solve this problem, and for once and all, he would, also said that all foreigners have to leave the, state of Assam, and he would bring a permanent solution. So this bill in a way was a big disappointment for the people.
The organizations like ASU and for that matter other organizations, the general mood is that you have to detect and deport all Bangladeshis or all immigrants for that matter. Do not be selective on the basis of religion. That is the crux of the opposition to the Citizenship Amendment Bill, and if that is the yardstick, yes, to some extent people are feeling betrayed.
Northeast is not an easy region to play communal politics with. Look at Assam. Maybe in certain pockets they have tried to do it, but you cannot certainly do that in a state like a Christian majority state like Nagaland. You cannot do that in Mizoram.
We have seen some of the BJP ministers coming out openly on a communal agenda. So this is something which is, I think, not acceptable, and it goes against the ethos and culture of the people here.
NDA right now certainly has its upper hand right now. I'm predicting at least 15 plus seats for the NDA.
Entire Northeast sends only 25 members to parliament. Assam has 14 seats. Manipur has 2 seats. Tripura has 2 seats. But states like Sikkim, whether it is Nagaland, they have just 1 seat, or Mizoram sends just 1 member to parliament. Therefore, the tendency is always to side with the ruling party. Now that the ruling party is the NDA, I think the NDA has some kind of an edge. But yes, we cannot take things for granted. Elections are elections after all.